Hey everyone, this is episode 2 of
Going with the flow, okay?
I'm Trisha.
I'm Marisa.
And we are your hosts. We're super excited to have a second episode. So first of all, we want to give a shout out to all of our friends and family. We launched our social media a couple of days ago on Facebook and Instagram. So please be sure to follow us.
Spotify.
Share us. Yep. And
Apple.
Absolutely. The podcast will be on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube.
YouTube, yes.
And I believe it's YouTube where you actually can see the video, maybe a little bit on Spotify too. If you're daring enough to watch this on video, kudos to you. But
listen, chuckle, enjoy, and be light with us.
Yes. So back to our friends and family. Like, wow, the outpouring of love and encouragement and congratulations. And like, people are just so excited for us. And I'm like, I can't wait to do today.
We're excited for us. You're a little, well, me more so than Trisha, a little bit out of my comfort zone because I'm very personal and private. But I'm coming out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know.
Gotta let it show.
Okay.
We're coming out on podcast.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. So what are we talking about today, Marisa?
So I'm a teacher, but school's out for summer. That's right. School is no longer in session, my friends, and it is summertime. So I went to the beach. I saw my friend Trisha there, and guess what? We were wearing the same bathing suit. Great mind.
We had the same taste almost.
Had the ruffles. We had all of that going on.
We were wearing adorable tankinis, and at least we had different colors.
Looking fine, I would say.
You were looking fine in your peacock blue swimsuit.
Yep,
and
I was.
In the traditional black.
I felt I was looking okay on the beach.
Pretty confident myself.
In fact, so did those Zaddies that were in front of us at the beach. Trisha, do you know what a Zaddie is?
No, until Friday.
Yeah.
Tell us what a Zaddie is.
Oh, a Zaddie is a fine, hot man, a little bit older maybe, with his kids. He's a dad. Of course, my number one Zaddie is my husband. Oh, my goodness, start there.
Love you.
But
love you.
There were some Zaddies on the beach sitting in front of us with their sons. I hope they're not listening because they're probably going to know who that we're talking about.
Well, I just remember top Zaddy, and his name was Zach. And Zach was like the ultimate dad, playing with his kid, playing football on the beach, and being super nice to us, and apologizing for his crazy Led Zeppelin music. And I was like, no, don't worry about it. Marisa and I are going to come and put on our speaker, and we're going to have our kind of tunes.
But we had Biggie Smalls on our radio, and they had some Led Zeppelin on their radio, so it kind of mixed and mingled there. And, he looked at me, and he gave me that little smoking symbol. Do you know what the smoking symbol is?
That's what?
So I'm like, that Zaddie is looking my way. And that's when we talked about, so what's 2-piece versus 1-piece in our swimwear?
Yeah.
What's okay, what's not okay, and should we do it?
Right. So is it an age thing? Is it a size thing? Is it a confidence thing? Marisa and I both were there together. We did not plan what we were going to wear. We said we would meet at a certain spot, and we did. And we both had on tankinis. Tankini is the more confident, secure, holding everything in bikini, right? So, sometimes when you're in that stage of, I'm a little plumpy right now, and you got to take off that one piece. It's kind of easy to take off the one piece. Not so easy to pull it back on, right?
Well, there's ways.
Tankini, it just bottoms down, bottoms up, right? Full transparency, we did have our travel trailer there, so we weren't doing no porta potty or peeing in the ocean or anything. We do it the right way.
That's right.
But there were some ladies there that, in my opinion, should be in a bikini and maybe should not be. But you know what? Hands down to them. They're secure in their bikini. You go, girl. You play volleyball. You ride down the beach. Just not for me.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Well, I mean, I like a good two-piece myself. Some days I shouldn't be in the two-piece, and some days I'm rocking the two-piece. Just depends on, what I had to eat. Did I fast that day? So
Absolutely.
two pieces are a go. I love them. I hate them, but I got to wear them every once in a while. But I do agree with the two-piece. If you can wear it and you feel good about it, I say go for it. No matter what your body looks like, it could be an amazing 100 pounds or an amazing 125 or an amazing 200. I say wear it
Or more.
or more. I say wear it. If you love it, go with it.
Hey, be proud, be your person, be yourself. Don't pay attention to the haters. Don't pay attention to anyone. Just be yourself. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Be yourself. But also just be comfortable in your own skin. I think we're at a point in life where we are just like, you know what? Take me or leave me. And if you leave me, that's okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that, But it is amazing to see the evolution of swim attire.
Yeah.
Definitely on the beach.
I mean, considering that we're not in Europe right now, I'm not a big fan of the thong. I know that's what they wear over there. Maybe if I was over there, but not here. Okay, guys, no thongs here.
Yeah, dimples on the buttocks, not so great. Not so great to see. But I will say that everybody has been telling me recently that one of our favorite Latinas, Salma Hayek, has come out, I think, in Sports Illustrated.
That's right.
And looking fabulous.
Latinas United.
Absolutely. In her bikini. Well, yeah, Selma, I too am salivating over you. I think you.
I had a woman crush myself on her.
And your swimsuit, right?
Right.
Just not for me. I'm just not there yet. I gotta join Manisa on working out a little bit.
We'll have another segment on our fitness journey.
Yeah.
But yeah, go Selma. Kudos to you, my Latina sister. I think you are an amazing woman.
Absolutely.
And
she has roots to San Antonio.
And speaking of roots, she had gray hair, then she was okay with that.
Yeah. So, but going back to her San Antonio roots, she worked a lot with one of our hometown celebrities, Robert Rodriguez, director, went to St. Anthony's High School. And we watch all of his films, and she came out in there. And ever since she came out, she's just beautiful. She really is just beautiful.
She's Frida to me.
Yeah,
she's so favorite and about Frida to me. Frida.
Okay, mine would be Fools Rush In. Love, love, love that movie. And of course, I love Matthew Perry.
I love her.
All right,
Frida.
All right, Matthew.
And speaking of sun protection, summer, and Latinas,
yes,
let's talk SA Current.
Man,
what about Sandra? Is it Velasquez?
Velasquez. This is Sandra Velasquez. Wow. If you have not read myessay.com, Sandra Velasquez is a strong female, clearly Latina, who is bringing her beauty products here to San Antonio.
They are called Nopalera. And if you are a Latina, Mexican little girl like I was growing up here in San Antonio, you had nopales in your house, and you had the cactus in the backyard that you would cut open and use its beauty to heal cuts and wounds and inflammation and everything else that went with it. And if it was Lent, you had nopales with your eggs and nopales for dinner. And so the healing properties of nopales, I believe, are going to be evident, or are already evident, in her oils that she has. She came out on Shark Tank. Didn't make it, but
she turned down 2 offers.
She turned down 2 offers.
About that in her story. So you should really, hey, ladies, Latinas, read the story on my essay, because, she made a comment in there that, money isn't everything, and, selling your soul is not necessarily the right thing to do. And I'm going to find her quote while you keep talking about.
Yes, so she has the derivative of prickly pear in her oils. And, when you're out in the sun and you're a little older in age, 40s and over, you start developing, dark spots and different things that happen to our skin as we mature. And she has those healing powers in her oils derivative of the cactus.
Right.
So we are excited to try her new products. She's going to be moving, I believe, to San Antonio after being here Dia de los Muertos festival.
Correct.
She loved it, fell in love with it, and loves the hometown.
Yeah. So Eiling, I think originally from San Diego, has been in New York for many years and just really loves Texas. Said she wasn't moving to Nevada and she wasn't moving to Florida. Good girl. And I want to talk about her product in a second, but let me go back to this quote that she said. She said, "Not all money is good money, and not all money is smart money." So after the episode aired on Shark Tank, she said, "You know what? We ended up making about the same amount of money in sales." So it was that exposure that she got from going on Shark Tank. Could she have done better? Maybe. But you know what? We're excited that she's coming here. And one of her, most of her products, as Marisa was talking about with inflammation, as you age and get into our genre of age, elasticity is very important. And I talked about this last, not a podcast, yeah, in the neck. And so, you get some drooping in different areas and the more common areas, right, that everybody sees, but then the not so common areas that you really don't think about until you're at a certain point in your life and you're like, I don't like the way my neck is looking right now. So I think that when she has her open house, for sure, we should go there. And currently, I think it's at Felice Modern is where you can get her products. So shout out.
So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited about trying out her products.
Sandra.
Cheers to Sandra. Cheers to the Latina. And and her perfume is supposed to be a very woodsy scent. So I'm excited for that. Cheers. Let's have another drink, shall we?
What's up, peeps? We are back. We are back. Okay, so we were just talking about Latinas and our culture. And so in the news recently, Costco has done a recall on Topo Chico.
What?
I love
Are you kidding?
Topo Chico. Yeah. So, and what's sad is it's only at Costco and it was sold right before the holiday weekend, which we're coming off of Memorial Day weekend. So it's on a certain 16.9 ounce bottle. And there are some pretty
check your closets, everybody.
That could happen. But hopefully everybody's okay because we love ourselves some Topo Chico. I mean, right? We were just talking about swimsuits. We're saying how awesome swimsuit season is and getting fit and looking good in your swimsuit of choice. What's your drink of choice when you go to the beach, right? I love myself a good seltzer. Sometimes I love myself a good Topo Chico with a little vodka and lime. It's very refreshing in the summer. So Topo Chico is very big in our culture, very big in my household. How about yours?
I love Topo Chico. I like, I've been drinking that since I was a little girl. We used to drink it in Mexico and we would go. My dad would call it agua mineral. And so Topo Chico goes back and I do like it. I like it with lime. I like it with tahini on the rim. I do like ranch water and I like mine with tequila and lime. So I feel very light when I drink that. It's refreshing. I do like the Topo Chico guava strawberry in a bottle. That is very light and refreshing. You top that with some tahini, and you're good. No bottles on the beach, though.
You are a big Topo Chico girl. Yeah. As am I, because I prefer the mineral water over any type of like soda, or even like club soda. Definitely over tonic water because I don't like the sweetness anymore. But Topo Chico is good. It's good. It's a good Gatorade type of drink. Quick, just quench the thirst. And it's good with any kind of drink, whether you want, instead of just water or instead of just on the rocks, sometimes just a splash of Topo Chico really refreshes you.
I love Topo Chico. I hope everybody's okay with that recall. And
me too. Yeah, me too. I was shocked to see the recall in the news recently, especially after the season. But
but if you put tequila in it, would it kill the bacteria in the Topo Chico?
Unfortunately, tequila and me do not mix. Tequila did not mix well for Edith either. Edith Tahiti, shout out to you. We love you. But we kind of like changed in our personality, got a little angry in the tequila. So I just stay away from tequila. I miss it. And I know there's all kinds of tequila, but yeah, it's already in my head. Tequila is a no-no for me.
All right. So what are we drinking today?
Okay. So today we are having La Marca, one of our favorite Prosecco's Last week we had our Heath, but this week we're having La Marca. And then we also have Josh Sellers Prosecco coming up.
We have a bottle of Josh. Yes.
So we're big on the Prosecco. We like it. Again, it's that whole thing, refreshing, bubbles. Bubbles are a big part of our friendship, our culture. When we say, hey, do you want to go have a drink? It usually means a glass of bubbles or a glass of wine. When we go to the wine category, we prefer a Pinot Grigio or Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah, absolutely.
So definitely over the Chardonnays. And that's because of me mainly. I can't do the buttery Chardonnays anymore. Yeah, it's just too woodsy, and I get a headache the second I drink the first one.
I do like a good Cava Brut.
Yes, Cava Brut is good.
Delicious.
Is it great? Cava Brut, Trader Joe's.
Oh,
Love me some Trader Joe's. They have a great bubbles section, and they're all affordable, and they taste just as good as the high dollar stuff. So, if you're hosting a big party or what have you, and you might want to just control expenses a little bit, that's a great place to go. I can go there, I'm not kidding, and spend like $120, and I come back with like 20, 25 bottles of bubbles. It's great.
It's full.
It's full. And I always say, yes, you can go ahead and get the box. I want to card up all my bubbles. Sometimes I just go to Trader Joe's for the bubbles. I love me some Trader Joe's too.
Wow. Yeah, I've seen your pictures of the full cards.
But I still have my Heath membership. Love you, Heath Vineyards in Fredericksburg. Okay, so we talked about our bubbles and we're talking about our summer drinks. Another thing that's been in the local news lately, and we're just going to lightly talk on this because we feel it's too premature, but we also said we're going to be honest and we're transparent and forthcoming in our information. Lately in our news here in San Antonio, there's been a lot of talk about hazing and bullying in high school. And our hearts go out to everyone involved. The suspects, the victim or victims, because it's coming out that it's more than just what we thought was an isolated incident. It's really sad. It's at a locally renowned school that produces great people. It's very close to my heart. My family is legacy there. I don't want this one incident or incidents to define the whole school because, again, legacy. My family went there and it's really important to me. My husband went there. But it is a very sad situation. And I'm frustrated. I'm disappointed. I'm sad that it's being played out in the media. And we're all curious. And just because we're curious doesn't mean that we need to know everything, because a lot of it is personal and it's hurtful and it's scary. And, Marisa, you're a teacher. Did you see a lot of bullying in your elementary school?
Well, just the situation that's currently happening, I think about the parents of the victims and how they must feel. I think about the parents of the boys that did the hazing. Where was their moral compass? Where were they thinking? I mean, is it a result of parents? Is it a result of the environment that they're in, the all boys school? Is it sports?
Is it culture?
Is it culture? Is it do the employees or the coaches or the teachers, were they aware of it? There's just a lot of questions I have. I am a teacher and I've seen bullying from day one. I have been teaching for 31 years. And, it weighs on our hearts, and especially when you see children going through that. And teenagers are still children. They're still forming. Their brain cortexes are still forming. There's a lot going on in young girls and in young boys. So
we didn't have social media either.
Right.
When we were growing up. And so that is a whole nother element.
I also have a 13-year-old and he plays sports. And so it's a very serious situation. I don't think it should be taken lightly. I think it needs to come to light. No matter how often it happens, somebody needs to bring it to light, to the forefront.
Absolutely. And I think that is what is happening. I want resolution. I want the parties to be able to sit down and have the conversation and recognize what happened, and possibly the immediate solutions were not good enough, were not harsh enough. And just everybody own their part, right?
Sure.
And let's fix this now. I mean, this is why there are bullying laws and hazing laws and rules and guidelines, and it's scary. I don't have children of my own. I have my stepchildren. But more importantly, I have my beautiful grandchildren. I have 5 grandkids. I'm a Gigi, by the way. And I worry.
The nephews.
My nieces and nephews, did they go through this? I mean, as a child, my family, we're short. We are short people. So I was bullied for being short. We fluctuated in our weight, and my dad's side of the family, are a little heavy set. And to me, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But that is another thing, there's all types of bullying. There's all types of hazing. And this, of course, took this very scary route of physical and possibly sexual harassment. But, people can be bullied and hazed for how much money their parents do or don't have, for the designer jeans that they may or may not be wearing, that they can or can't play sports. I mean, my husband tells me about how he was bullied because, he didn't play sports a lot. But, his biological father passed away at a very young age. So he wasn't brought up with that. I was brought up with sports. I wasn't necessarily good in all sports. But again, you get bullied if you're not a good player. There's all kinds of bullying and hazing. This one has just seemed to take it a huge step in the very wrong direction.
Yeah, I agree. I do pray for the families that are affected.
We do.
I pray for the boys that did that to the other boys. I pray for them where their lives are going to go now, being expelled, or the expulsion that they've experienced already, and any future scholarships that they may have received, colleges, entrances, all of that is now affected. So I pray for them.
For everyone, though, because it's affecting everyone.
Sure.
Yeah, it's affecting everyone, whether they were the good people, the bad people, the saviors, what have you. So we're going to take a break and possibly grab another bottle, because this is a really sensitive subject and something that is important to us.
Yeah.
As somebody said, she has a 13-year-old who's getting ready to go into high school, and all of us love her child, and we worry about arms around him, and we want to protect him from any of this. So I think, if anything, it is everybody's right to speak up.
And dads, I'm going to say this right now. Stop telling your boys to suck it up, because sometimes you just can't suck it up.
Absolutely. So we'll take a break and come back, and we'll have some more bubbles and end this on a more lightlier note.
Cheers.
Ding. Hey, everybody.
Welcome back.
Yep. Josh Prosecco is now entered the room. We were finishing up our last glasses of La Marca, rather. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to SA Boy Explorer, our producer, Joey.
Joey in the house.
What we would do without him. He keeps it organized, and I told him the other day, I go, you are our agent, Joey, because we kind of know what we're doing, but we don't.
Yeah,
we're learning as we go. So
he's the real MVP. He tells us everything is amazing, when in my mind I don't think it is. But thank you, Joey.
Talking about summer, right?
Yeah,
we're gonna go back to happy times and good times, and we were talking about summer. And
that's
so
we started. And
I wanted to bring up is shaving, and waxing, and everything. Let's start with shaving. I don't shave every day. In fact, sometimes I only shave, and I'm talking about my legs right now. I only shave like once a week. I kind of look at the ankles, and I'm like, ooh, they're looking a little shabby. I think I need to do it. I'm blessed that most of my hair on my legs is of a lighter color.
She's like, weta.
Yeah, I'm a weta. So I don't shave my thighs as often. I really wait till the last minute. I shave more of my legs and my knees, and of course my underarms. But how often do you shave?
Well, as I have matured, I don't have to shave as much as I used to. I'm not sure why.
Right.
Maybe that there's not a need for that.
True. Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's not until I
going to wear shorts that we're going to shave.
Absolutely.
Or what have you.
Of course, if I'm going to go to the gym and there's arms that are going to be held high for, pull-ups or whatever it is, I do have to shave the armpits.
Yes.
So I do shave. I try. That's probably happens more often than shaving my legs. But yeah, that is the thing. And I don't care what razors I use. I'll buy the Bic 99 cents. I don't know. I don't have to shave that much. So I don't spend too much on those.
Use the Venus brand. And I look for the like double or triple blade. My problem is always right here around my knee area, the back of my knee. Or I've got so many scars or little nicks, and sometimes I forget to take off you let the toilet paper or the Kleenex and you put it on there, and then I walk into the office and I'm like, oops, taking off the 6 pieces of toilet paper. But
I don't have that problem.
I do. I'm real bad. And a good friend of mine, I went to lunch with her this week, and she said she's going to send me her razor. So don't forget to send me your razor, friend. I'm not going to call out people because I didn't tell her I was going to mention her name.
Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about shaving. So there's other areas of our bodies that we shave. Hey, Joey, Mr. Producer, how often do you shave?
Every day, but I've been slacking lately.
You've been slacking?
Trying to experiment.
Yeah, with a summer, like the little shadow. Yeah, but the little stash. He had on a stash like about a couple of weeks ago on a stash. It had grown out like overnight, and I literally came in and I was like, well, but I like it.
Gosh, yeah, he has a pretty good amount of facial hair, so you could do a lot.
I like the show.
Yeah, I like his shadow too. I think it's very handsome. It's very, what's our word? What's our slang? We have a word. It's zaddy. Harry Zaddy, Joey. You're not a daddy, but if you were a daddy, you would be as a zaddy. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so there's shaving, and then there's
facial hair.
and there's facial hair. What do we do
with that?
All right, I'm a girl who loves dermaplaning, right? I like to get rid of the peach fuzz. It's very light. Now, that I'm in my 50s more, I do get the hard whiskers around my chin, and it drives me nuts. I know, it's very menopause. Thanks, menopause. But, I just deal with it. Menopause, right? Okay, so I have to give a shout out to my girl who keeps me looking clean on my face and in my girl parts, because I'm very much about my girl parts, keeping that fried in it person. Yes, I am getting a little personal. So my girlfriend, her name is Kat, and she just went out on her own. Cats_skincare and wax. Love her. She is hilarious. She is funny. And this is on Instagram. She's my girl. She's a master esthetician. She does facials, lash lifts. I've done lash lifts where I've dyed my eyelashes, and I make sure that I don't have to use the lash curler and stuff. So shout out to Kat. She's got a new shop coming up. Reach out to her. She's amazing. And I love her whole family. And her man is super hot. He's so cute. He knows this. I tell him all the time. But so do you wax?
I don't wax. I used to do my own wax on my face, but it was so much pain that I kind of stopped that. I used to, when I was growing up, things, your mom doesn't tell you kind of things. She didn't tell me what to do with my facial hair. I had a lot of eyebrow situation. My mom used to use the Nair that would just blonde it.
God.
Yes.
And then wouldn't you get the little dots, right? Because I have sensitive skin. And then I'd look like I'd have
well, it would just bleach the hair. So that's what my mom used.
Yes.
So here I go. I'm in the military and I have these eyebrows. And I'm like, how do I get rid of this eyebrow situation? So I was getting ready to go to Korea for 2 weeks, and I had to take care of my eyebrow situation. So, I had to be in uniform, and I didn't want the bushy eyebrows. So I put what my mom never really told me I could do, is put the Nair on my eyebrows. And it didn't work, and I did it again, and it didn't work. And I put it on again.
Background.
And guess what? It burned all my skin. It sure did. And
you went to Korea?
And it worked up, and I went to Korea.
Wait.
And everybody called me out.
What? Say bullying. What did they call you? Do you remember?
It wasn't bullying, but
a little bit.
It was, and hey, scabs up here. Of course, everybody saw me, looked at me, thought I were real bad. I couldn't wait for it to come off.
Yeah, I'm sure. The embarrassment was more than anything.
Absolutely. So, Mom, thanks for not telling me about those types of things and what not to do.
Hey, don't be big on your mom. I love her.
Yes, we love Mariella.
We love Maria Elena. She's awesome.
Yes.
Wow. So, yeah, I waxed my face a lot. I had the peach fuzz on my cheeks and my eyebrows, and of course the upper lip, and then slowly got away from it and did the dermaplaning now once a month. And my friend, I again, I said this in the last podcast. I'm kind of the last adopter or late adopter to all things, and so I do like to do the Brazilian. I like to feel a little fresh down there, and I go there once a month, every 4 Fridays, and there I am. But hey, I ain't got to worry about bikini rash or swim body, for when I go to the beach or anything like that. It's all taken care of. So love me some waxing
won't go there,
and
but
cleaning. You won't go there. Okay, well that's okay.
but good for you.
All right, what else are we going to talk about? What else we got on our list right there?
It's blank.
It's blank. No, we had more things to talk about. Okay, so favorite Edie word.
What else?
What else? Yeah.
Edie and I always have conversations, and still, her big word is what else?
Yeah.
Always like, what else are we going to talk about?
Mine is the best. Everything was the best or is the best.
Yes.
We most recently, right, went and visited with Edie and hung out, and she was making us laugh so hard because she was telling us Fred's fish fry was the best, right? And we were like, ew, like that's not like Luby's is better than Fred's fish fry. And she was like, no,
Somebody's got to launder that dress.
somebody's got to take care of that business. So you will hear us from time to time talk about how it's the best because it's just ingrained in us. And sometimes we'll talk just a little bit about different things. And so we can't wait to talk about those things as well.
Yeah, good times.
All right. This has been a packed full episode today.
We're going to end it. We need to end it with.
Yeah, hold on. We need to end it with, hey, we want to hear from you guys, right?
Yeah.
You help us keep this going. If you like us, tell us. If you have nice, polite, constructive criticism, tell us that too.
Drop us a line.
But what topics do you want to hear? Because Maurice and I can talk about anything and everything all the time, but we also want to make sure that we're appealing to our audience. So want to make sure, please chime in on our Facebook posts and our Instagram posts.
Be nice, people.
Send us information, text us, email us, whatever it is. Drop us a line because we've got lots to talk about. We're really excited about this. It's very therapeutic for us.
Yes.
And most of all, it's something that we get to do together and have a little bubbles.
Yeah.
Right? So start it.
Stream it
Or skip it.
Stream it or skip it. Let's do it quick. So real quick. Yeah. So what's Sirens about? Like I literally spent 5 hours of my life watching that and I couldn't figure out if it was a cult, if they were mermaids, if the voices that they were showing were like witches. I couldn't figure it out, but I couldn't stop watching.
Yeah.
And spoiler, what's up with the ending?
Oh, I know.
Come on.
Stream it.
It's worth it. Just check it out.
Absolutely. Last night, I started on Amazon Prime, The Better Sister with Jessica Biel and Elizabeth Banks.
I gotta love Jessica Biel.
Stream it.
Stream it.
Now, I didn't think that I was going to have all the episodes for some reason because they were like this season on The Better Sister. But I got through episode 3 or 2.5. It was a little late last night because I couldn't turn it down, but stream it. It's so good.
Anything with Jessica Biel is gotta be a
and
stream.
The premise of that is wow. So Jessica Biel has a sister who is Elizabeth Banks, and Jessica Biel's husband used to be the husband of Elizabeth Banks' character, and they have a son together. And I don't want to say what's going to happen, but it happens right away in the first episode, and you're like, "Oh my God! Like, how can this happen?" And then I think the police officer from The Better Sister is the one that came out in Gone Girl, which I love because I love me some Ben
Stream it.
Affleck.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Rosebud Pike. But yeah, so these are 2 streams. What do you have a skip? Do you have a skip?
I don't have a skip right now. I liked the Tylenol murders. Stream it.
That was so good. I forgot all about that. I did not remember the outcome. I knew about it. I remembered it, but yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't have many skip-its. Like I get right in. Oh, you know what I did watch recently? Because I know we have just a couple more minutes. White Lotus season 3.
Stream it.
Oh my God.
That is just
And I love when they have
the best.
characters that come back. It was the best. I love when they have characters that come back and then it was like, wow.
That is definitely wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Okay.
have to see all
So
three.
3 stream-its for you guys to go watch, you guys and girls to go watch until we see you next time. So until next time, keep going with the flow.